Area F2 is coming back, and it's coming back within the next couple of days, literally that soon. Everybody already knows the game is coming back. This isn't new news. Other YouTubers have been talking about it for over a month at this point in time, but in today's video, I have some updated information that you might have not known about. If you're watching this video several days after I post it, it might already be available, and in this video, I'm going to explain how you can download the very first version of this game. There is an entire Discord server where one developer is setting out to showcase everything that he is doing to recreate this game. This new game is called Reborn F2, and it's basically going to be his best attempt at trying to recreate Area F2 for mobile devices. If you don't know anything about Area F2, let me just bless you with the trailer for about a minute or so. This game was honestly ahead of its time. It was fantastic when it first came out a few years ago. It was Rainbow Six Mobile before Rainbow Six Mobile ever even came out. Unfortunately, the game was so similar to Rainbow Six Mobile with a lot of the same gameplay mechanics, a lot of the same graphics and assets and other stuff like that, that Ubisoft was not too happy. And since they were already working on their Rainbow Six Mobile game, probably right around the time that Area F2 first came out, they were like, no, this is not gonna happen, and they shut the game down. You could only play Area F2 for a very short period of time. It got a few updates, and then it got taken offline, and the game was never heard of again. Until about a few months ago, when Reborn F2 was first publicized, people started talking about this game. One developer, his name is Tyron, you can see him right here with some of his posts, he is trying to recreate Area F2 for mobile devices. And he has a bunch of different videos on his Discord server as well as his YouTube channel. We're gonna go take a look at some of these videos to see the development process of this game. But most importantly, there was a big discussion on the general tab of their Discord server, and this person basically said, hey Tyron, I just wanted to know if you have a precise date for the release of the new Area F2. And Tyron himself yesterday said the game is not complete, the demo nearly is. The demo will be done in a few days. Just a few days, not a few months from now, but a few days. They had some more discussion here, but that's really exciting. And even if it is just a demo version of the game, it's very clunky, it doesn't have a lot of content. The fact that there's even some playable version of Area F2 within the next couple of days, that is insanely cool. Eventually, I do think he wants to make this game identical to Area F2. And the big key thing is, with this game, it's going to be a free-to-play game. There's going to be nothing within the game that you can actually spend money on, because that was the big issue that Area F2 ran into. They were profiting off of the copyright that Rainbow Six Mobile had, and Rainbow Six Mobile, Ubisoft, had every right to shut down the game. I know that's hard to understand for a lot of people, but if Area F2 took some of these assets and then put it into their game and then sold these assets to players profiting off of the copyright of Rainbow Six Mobile, then yeah, Ubisoft would not be too happy. That's not something you want to do as a developer. So according to Tyron just yesterday, this game is going to be free of any microtransaction. The assets don't belong to him, and that is perfectly understandable. If it's a completely free-to-play game, just a fan-made game where he's not profiting at all about it, then I really see no issue with it, and I don't understand why Ubisoft would be upset about that. There, of course, always is the risk, and Ubisoft could shut this game down if they wanted to. So Tyron just has to understand that that's entirely possible. This game isn't completely in the safe zone, you know? But this is what we can expect in the next couple of days here. So he's talking about how he's going to be releasing a demo version of the game in the next couple of days. So what's already done is operator meshes, mobile HUD customization, and then he is currently adding the different scopes to the game. And based off of what I am seeing here, when demo is available, there's going to be controller support and then health UI. I don't necessarily think controller support is like a must add this early on. It's something that the game should have, but like if you want to speed things along, you might just want to skip that and save that for an alpha or a beta version. But you're going to have all of these other things in the alpha version of the game. There's going to be a lot more things in the beta, and then the full release is going to be stuff just like you would see in Area F2. The game is still in a very, very early state right now. It's barely playable, okay, based off of what I am seeing right here, and I really think once alpha releases, then you're going to see a lot more similarities between this game and Area F2. But before alpha, it's not really going to look that similar to Area F2, so you just have to understand that. Once beta comes out, then you can see a lot of similarities, and this game is going to be pretty close to like what Area F2 used to be. But here's his YouTube channel. I'm going to link this down below in the description if you want to see some of the latest posts that he has, as well as his Discord server. I am going to put that linked down below in the description. But I wanted to start by showing you all some gameplay. This gameplay is sort of what it's going to look like in this demo version of the game. It already has some of the similarities to Area F2, and obviously it's going to be extremely clunky. This is 3 weeks ago, by the way. This is not even like up to date, right? So it might have even been improved since then, but it's going to have the same overall map layout. It should have the same weapon mechanics. It should have the same player mechanics and other stuff like that. You're not going to have things like your cameras, I think. You're not going to have your operator abilities and a lot of the things that truly make it Area F2. So this demo version of the game is really going to just be more testing out the weapons and seeing how it performs. I assume this is really going to be like a player test where everybody can just test it out on their phones. They can give feedback to the developer. They can say, oh, this particular weapon doesn't really feel like the main game. Can you adjust something? And then, you know, the developer will in turn make some changes. So this is going to be like a big player test where anybody that's played Area F2 in the past will basically give all of their feedback and in preparation for the alpha version of the game, just kind of adjust everything to make it as fine-tuned as possible. It doesn't look terrible, though. I mean, already the gun models look pretty good. I'm pretty impressed about that. I like the button, how they look right now. They already look better than a lot of the buttons on other mobile games. So the HUD by itself is pretty good. I don't know if there's going to be HUD customization, but I mean, honestly, it's pretty impressive how much has been developed already. And the fact that I haven't even really heard about this other than about a month ago, it's very exciting. It is very, very exciting. And I just hope Tyron does understand that, you know, it is entirely possible this game could get shut down again, a second time. And if that's the case, we know that Ubisoft really does not like anybody making fan-made versions of their games, and they just shouldn't do that. They shouldn't risk all of the time and effort because it's not worth it. Your game will get shut down. However, this video is from just 3 days ago. This is something that you probably have not seen before. This is the HUD customization. I don't think that was available in the video we were just looking at earlier from 3 weeks ago. This seems new. So, already very similar to Area F2. I really like that. I love that there's already HUD customization, and even if there's a lot of other clunky gameplay mechanics, this is like one of the first things you need to have added to your game, because for something like this, so competitive, you need to have the perfect button layout. Otherwise, if you're trying to just play with thumbs, it's not really gonna be like that, you know? So that's basically what this is, and now I believe he just kind of tests, oh, look at this. Honestly, that looks pretty good as well. Could be, you know, fine-tuned a little bit to look a little bit more clean and polished, but like if that's what your overall main menu screens and selections and stuff like that looks, that's pretty good. Oh, and look at this. I almost want to say the map looks a little bit more detailed than the video from 3 weeks ago. So that's pretty cool. That's honestly great. I mean, it seems like there's some improvement there. That's from 3 days ago. Here is the operator mesh showcase that they were talking about in the Trello. Wow. Oh, okay. All right. So, hey, the operators, they look extremely detailed already. Here's all of your different operators. I didn't really play enough Area F2 to really, like, remember all of this type of stuff. So, you know, I'm sure you're seeing things that you can remember from the original Area F2, and it might be very nostalgic to you, but that's awesome. So all of the operators have already been added. I'm sure now what he just needs to do is add their special abilities, which will take some time, and then, you know, maybe fine-tune movement and other stuff like that. Oh, look at this. This is like a little sneak peek of what it looks like when you're developing the game. That's cool. This is what Unity looks like, by the way. Very neat. Very neat. So that's the operator mesh showcase. And let's go take a look at one more video right here. Here we go. We have some game settings. You can do full screen window. This is for PC. He's just playing this on PC to test it out before he's playing on mobile. I would assume. But it looks like it's going to have up to 120 FPS. Lots of other different customizable settings already, which is very exciting. And I can 100% guarantee that this game is not going to be available on iOS yet. You're probably going to have to wait until a beta version before iOS. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be something that's going to be on Android for a while. Ooh, okay. That's one thing I think could be improved. The bullets, when they hit the walls and stuff like that, it's very big. Maybe that's what it looked like in Area F2. It's just since these walls are blank, it looks so much more. So much more. It looks completely playable. Like, I don't really know how it's going to be when you actually play it yourself, but just based off of what I'm seeing right here, even though it's only at about 25 frames per second, 20 to 25, it seems like the game mechanics are already better than a lot of the mobile first-person shooters that we have right now. It seems a bit more advanced. You have the leaning and other stuff like that. Look at that, dude. Oh, this is so exciting. I can't wait. I have no idea when Rainbow Six Mobile is even going to come out. Supposedly sometime in 2025, but you never really know with a game like that. If it's already been delayed so many times. That doesn't look bad, does it? Right there. Right there. That doesn't look that bad. Pretty detailed already. Like, you know, obviously it's going to be improved quite a bit, at least I hope, but not bad. Not bad at all. But, you know, even if Rainbow Six Mobile comes out, I don't see an issue with a fan-made game like this, just because if the person isn't profiting at all, and they're just adding all of the features to make it like a faithful recreation of Area F2, if there's things that players really like in this game, it's going to incentivize Rainbow Six Mobile to want to add those features to their game. So ideally, in the future, Rainbow Six Mobile should be the only one, you know? Because eventually it's going to add all of the things that Area F2 players enjoyed. So there's no need to play Area F2 when you have the real game Rainbow Six Mobile. So I think it would be great to have this game completely finished, ready to go. That looks pretty good. So, you know, people can play it, and then they can give, like, the feedback to the Rainbow Six Mobile developers, things that they would like added to that game. And then eventually, you're going to have a even better version of Rainbow Six Mobile than you have right now. Is this game going to be better than Rainbow Six Mobile? I don't think so. Having a massive company behind a game versus just a little fan-made game like Area F2, I think a lot of people are in, like, this twilight phase where they think Area F2 was better than it actually was. Don't get me wrong, it was a great game. If I could put it on a tier list, I'd probably put it as like an A or an S tier game. But I think once you start to play Rainbow Six Mobile when it's fully out, and then you play this game when it's completely finished, you might have some differing opinions on Area F2. Or not. I'm not going to say that 100% for certain. It's been a long time since I've played Area F2, so I don't 100% know. But I'm just saying that. I hope it's not controversial, but that's just what I think a lot of people are going to say. It's like, for instance, you know, people that used to play Modern Combat 5, for instance, and haven't played it in so many years, and then they went to Call of Duty Mobile, and then maybe another game after that, and they're like, oh, nothing's like Modern Combat 5. But then when you go back to Modern Combat 5, you start to remember all the problems that you had, all of the issues, and it might have not been as good as you once remembered, you know? But I don't know. Honestly, I'm very excited about this. There's a whole lot of other videos there on their Discord server. These videos basically kind of show development, and you can see some more things from Unity. He's completely transparent, which is really, really cool. I love that you can see all of the development right there. Here's a video from IMO. He made a video on this about a month ago, but oh, look at this, dude. Here's the remake versus the original. Honestly, very similar. He's putting some links to his YouTube, some other players, and just a lot of cool information. Honestly, it's really, really exciting. What's this? That doesn't look that bad. I don't know if these are just screenshots. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like on the main menu. That's what it's going to look like on the main menu. And it doesn't look that bad already. Here's the map Russia. Already pretty detailed. The map Mexico. We have the map Japan right there. That's the one that we were seeing some gameplay from. That one looked like it could potentially be the best. And what is this map called? I don't know. I have no idea. Honestly, I don't really remember. And yeah, there's a lot of other things on their Discord, which you guys can take a look at yourself. I don't want to make this video 50 minutes long or anything like that, but as you can see, so much information over the last couple of months. And this game has improved. It has improved. We have seen a lot of improvements since July 27th when the first things were posted. So that's basically that, guys. I hope you guys are excited for Area F2. Literally, within the next couple of days, you're going to play a demo version of the game, which obviously won't have that many features, but the fact that the ball is rolling and we're finally eventually going to get Area F2 once again on our mobile devices, it is awesome, and I am so excited. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please take a second and leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on Area F2. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you all in the next episode.